Is it? There we go. I'm not sure how great the actual sound will be. Hi, this is Cece at Raw Princess TV on Rose Avenue, Venice Beach, California. For the purposes of the recording, it's Wednesday, November 21, 2018. And I have an idea that is exciting and thrilling to me as a biodynamic craniosacral therapist for the past 10 years and a polarity therapist for the past, 30 years, and raw vegan, vegetarian variety, but always coming back to raw for the past 45 years. And learning to sit with my clients and listen to the breath of life, which is a very subtle breathing motion that's been breathing since, as far as us in utero, human protoplasm, was first two cells floating in water, and those two cells organized dynamically to become your spine. And then everything around that cells began multiplying around the spine, organizing around that midline, that center of power and blueprint, if you will. So when I use the word blueprint, I mean that cellular memory, and very much referring to Sill's method, SILLS, with honor and regard always to the chitties in Boulder, as well as the work of Peter Levine, Resolving Shock and Trauma, his book Waking the Tiger. So as you're watching this, if you can get to where you're in a quiet place where you won't be interrupted and you can sit with this, it's not going to be it's not going to be an hour or anything. It's just going to be a few minutes, but potentially life-changing, because you can practice this if you don't already do it consciously. It's a way to somatically, which means body, but somatically resource yourself. And in this case, that I haven't even said yet, my excitement and I'm thrilled about is Gaia sessions. And I'm just starting to share this and actually do this in this certain way, but it's something I'm building on that I've been doing now really consistently as a practice for 10 years and with others. And I feel that excitement because it's a Gaia session, if you will. And so for you, though, if you've got yourself seated, you don't have to have your feet on the floor. You can actually do it reclining. You can, as long as you notice your body sensation. I don't know why I'm turning that way, but here comes a helicopter. As long as you take the time, take a moment to just notice your body sensation, which means by that you go, okay, where do I feel my weight? There's my sits bone. There's my knee. There's my foot. And that's being held by Mother Earth, which is a Peruvian shaman taught, for example, Anna Chitty was receiving these exact focuses from a shaman in Peru who asked her to share this and teach it with others. And it's something you may have began or been somewhat familiar. However, it's actually also good to know that it's a shamanic power and health tool to notice Mother Earth. And by that, that's the first step. And it's by noticing our body sensation of gravity, weight. So For the purposes of time, I'm going to go a little bit faster than needs to be, because this can be an hour, which I've just been now doing it for this moment, about half an hour, and let myself kind of doze off too. So with the waves gently lulling and soothing me, my psyche and my soul and body, mind, receiving that electromagnetic clearing, receiving the earthing clearing of my chakras and energy fields. And I'm about to actually wrap this up, but the one thing I want to share before I do is this. So here we go. You got everything turned off so it won't ping at you or no one will knock at the door. As you're seated and noticing Mother Earth and your weight on the table, or I say table because of treatment table, the floor, the earth, the chair, or your bed, or whatever your couch, whatever you're sitting on, preferably wood, not metal, but noticing that weight. Let your energy flow down your back, an invisible line down deep as you want to into the earth, and let it just gently, like a tendril, a wisp, hook into some place in the earth there, asking permission. Noticing your weight, and just realizing you're sitting on a globe of life, a living being with eyes, ears, nose, blood, tears, hills, valleys, ravines. And imagine you're taking the pulse of Gaia, this living Gaia, and asking the place right where you're in contact. So if it's your sits bone, you're actually literally asking that dirt and the space deep into the earth beneath you, right just where you're in contact, you're asking that spot, what has it been like for you to be Gaia's point here? And then just wait while listening to that point, but also realizing you're sitting on this living globe that's full of life force and energy and moving, and it's actually, she's holding you. And as if you're listening with your palms floating on Gaia and your sits bone or your butt, your knees, whatever, you're feeling that whatever area is contacting Earth, Mother Earth, and you can think of Father Sky too, around the edges of your skin, around your head. And let yourself open your heart chakra. Just imagine an eye, an invisible heart opening, looking out over the entire Gaia and globe, lovingly holding Gaia with energy arms. And yet keep noticing that spot just beneath you that you're in contact with. This is a good time to keep your spine straight, letting that flow of energy down your back as she is so giving to us. Arms around her, asking her what it's been like. And then just listen. And you can ask her a series of questions, but I wanted to start there, and there will be a part 2 because I'm not even quite sure how good the reception is. Thank you. And just as I leave you now with that, to let yourself, you're listening to Gaia as a practitioner rather than Gaia giving to you. You're making an intention with this process that I'm calling Gaia Sessions, making an intention to actually be the practitioner for her and take charge, to give love back to Earth in that moment. So, as you know, Gaia is always healing us. It's constant. So at this moment, we're just switching, and things do switch. So you get to feel that. You get to feel the switch that you're the practitioner, you're the healer right now. So, blessings, so blessed be.